Hey guys, thought I'd talk a little bit about hashtag WTFU, which is where's the fair use? I've been on YouTube for a long time, and for a long time I didn't have the will or the equipment really to do a lot of really good YouTube videos. When I first started out my channel, I actually started out pretty close to when YouTube first started 10 years ago, and I was some of the first people on within the first year, and I had found TJ, the Amazing Atheist, and some people like that, and I only had my cell phone, and I couldn't figure out how to put up videos and stuff like that. So, you know, this was 2006, and I was able to do a few things, but my channel got pretty big. And I was with MySpace at the time, and I had like 20,000 MySpace subs, and and I was getting a lot of I was getting annoyed mostly, so I shut the channel down and started a new one, and that was about 8.5, 9 years ago. So this channel's been up for 8.5, 9 years. My main channel. I have 5 channels, and in that time, I do a lot of I want to talk about why they're doing this and why they do it. When YouTube first started out, it was very easy for a lot of YouTube content creators to be found and get big quickly. And a lot of the guys that we know of today as big YouTube content creators are so because of how YouTube used to be. It's very hard now, because of the system they've set up, for anyone to get recognition now. If you're a new YouTuber, you really have a hard time. You're fighting an uphill battle to make content and have people actually see the content. And they've set that system up especially in this way, through this content problem. And like with me, I do a lot of videos where I talk about some pretty, especially with the feminism bullshit. I say a lot of things that might hurt some people's feels, And when I say some things, I like to use funny clips of other people, like say Jim Carrey or something like that. Just like little, 10-second clips of other people saying funny things. Well, you would be surprised how many times I've recorded a little thing on my broadcaster of 15 seconds, and I wanted to put it into the YouTube editor and chop it down to a 5-second or 8-second thing, and that 15-second clip was copyrighted because I couldn't use a simple thing, something that may not even have any voices in it. I got the Dumb and Dumber clip, and I was going to put it on a few of my videos, the Dumb and Dumber clip where Jeff Goldblum, I don't think it's Jeff Goldblum, but it's Jeff something or other, Dunahee or something like that. He was on the toilet and he was taking a shit after he ate the laxative that Jim Carrey had given him, and there was no voice. It was just him taking a shit on the toilet, and that was copyrighted. Him not saying anything, just sitting on the toilet having diarrhea. That was copyrighted. This is the system that they've set into place, where you can't even take funny clips and put them in your videos of just stuff so that people laugh when you're trying to make it lighthearted. Maybe you're discussing something like sometimes I do about male rape statistics or about transgenders being killed, and you're just trying to lighten things up, and you put on some funny thing that people know of, like the Jim Carrey thing in Ace Ventura where he slides the car down the street, spins around, and hits the curb and says, "like a glove." Just that little clip right there can be copyrighted. Just that little clip of him saying that and doing that can be copyrighted. When that studio, Warner Brothers Studio, or whoever the hell made that movie, has probably to this date made $26 billion off the movie, and then they're coming after little content creators like me that have 1,600 people on my channel and other people's channels as well. These little content creators, they're making it harder and harder. They're putting strikes on people's channels, and they're making it harder for content creators to make content and to actually become more and more like Casey Neistat, you know, where you're constantly thinking of new ways to do things, new ways to, and it's all organic. A lot of people, when they first started out on YouTube, they had ideas and they come up with silly ideas that don't really work, and you throw some stuff up on YouTube and you get a lot of hits on it, and then you kind of watch the video like 10 or 12 times and you kind of mark down like, what do people like about this video? Why did it become so big? Because I've had a few videos that within just a couple days they've went like to 42,000 views, and I watch those videos over and over and I'm like, what the fuck? Why did it, you know, I analyze everything. I analyze like the hashtags I put in it, the name I put on it, the thumbnail I used in it, what I said in the video, how I said it in the video. I analyze all that stuff. And the thing is they're making it harder for people to become good content creators by stifling creativity through this system that they have set up with their fair use policy, because it's being abused by these major companies. And it's basically the same thing that we always talk about with feminism on my channel. These content creators can't make a video without having somebody put a flag on their video or make a copyright claim. And if they do so, if they do that 3 times, you can only do 3 times at once. But if you have multiple content creators like Warner Brothers and, you know, Pixar and whoever else, you know, coming at your channel, putting strikes all over your channel, if you have all these people making copyright claims on your channel, you can only do 3 at once. So they've set up the system to where you're going to get fucked no matter what, and they're going to win. And they've got money, and they've got all the bullshit backing them up, and the little guys, which is where the laws should be based at, the law, any law in America or in the world should be set up to protect the little guy against the big guy, because the big guy doesn't need protection. Okay, these big giant massive corporations and companies that make films don't need to be protected. We need to be protected from them. Okay, that's where the laws should be set up. So that's what the fair use policy is supposed to be for. It's to protect us from the people making the claims, saying that we're using their material. So they have it switched, like they do with most laws, where the fair use policy is to protect them from us, which is not how it's supposed to be. So I hope all of you will get behind this hashtag and start sending it out. I hope all of you, I'll link everybody's videos down below. I want you to go watch their videos. I want you to share, like, subscribe to all these people. Everybody that's doing the hashtag WTFU. Put it on your Twitter account. Throw it out there. We got these new things. The Anita Sarkeesian, you know, she's on Twitter with the Twitter Safety Council, and all this stuff is coming about, and it's basically just trying to stifle creativity. They're trying to make it to where you can't make content that you yourself find funny. You know, because sometimes guys only got like 300 people on their channel and they don't really have a big channel, and they make funny content that those 300 people find funny, and maybe they only get 100 views on each video. But that content can be copyrighted for just 100 people seeing their video, and it won't allow them to later, when these 300 people that think they're funny and they start telling people, and then pretty soon those people get to 10 or 15,000 off of that content, because they get better and better at it when they figure out what people like. Well, they're stifling that, making it harder and harder for these people to actually make content, and I find it appalling. So I hope you guys will join us. I hope you guys will tweet this out. I hope you guys will make your own videos and show YouTube that we're not going to have it. I think a lot of this came out because people got tired of it once they seen what the Fine Brothers were going to do. Because a lot of people are probably wondering, off of the Fine Brothers, who else with these big channels is also doing the same shit when you get these copyright claims? Who else is doing that? And who else has already done it? And why did the Fine Brothers think that they can do it? You know? So I think that actually got a lot of people to say, like, look, the YouTube content creator bullshit has been changing in the last 4 years, getting worse and worse and worse and harder for us. We're losing money. And just like the last couple years, we've lost 50% of our AdSense, yet YouTube is making more and more money. So they're taking more and more of your money so that you can make content and do all the work and make all of the content and put all this stuff on their site so that they can make money off of you, and then they're taking more and more of your money. And I think a lot of creators, content creators, are getting tired of it. You know, they're getting tired of more and more people taking their money. So if you guys want to join with the fight and you guys want to get on and make your own videos, I welcome it. I hope you guys will. I hope you guys will actually do something instead of just talking about it. Make your own hashtags. Just flood Twitter with it, flood Facebook with it, flood all your channels with it, and show YouTube that we're tired of it and that we want to be able to make content, and we want to be protected from people that are making fake claims, because a lot of us have been shut down through fake claims using this same system, through feminists making fake claims on channels, through Christians making fake claims on atheist channels. So I hope you guys will join us. Hashtag WTFU.
So don't let them steal your